Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so sorry I won't be showing my face today because I'm a bit under the weather, so please pardon my husky voice. Okay, so let's jump right into today's video. I'll be showing you how to make this pearl bag. If this is your first time here, would you be kind enough to subscribe to this YouTube channel? If you're yet to subscribe, would you please subscribe? It's going to mean so much to me. Alright, let's get started. We're working with two different type of pearl bead of the same size. So one is the cone shape, another one is like a rice shape. So first thing first is you're going to pick your rice shape bead. Next, you pick a cone shape bead. Please just watching the direction in which I'm placing the bead. So for the other side again, you pick another cone shape bead and then you pick a rice shape and you cross with the rice shape. So that means that pardon me, so can you see that the rice shape is in the middle while the cone shape is at the side? Can you see? So you're just going to continue that way. So what you're going to do next is for the left side of the fishing line. Okay, let me state that I'm working with a 0.80 fishing line. You want it to be as firm as possible. So for the other side, for the left side, you put a cone shape. For the right side, you put a cone shape. Then you pick a rice shape and cross with it. So that's how you cross. Yeah, put the fishing line inside both. And then pull it down. Yeah, can you see? So that's just how you continue till you get your, should I say, desired length, depending on how long or big you want your bag to be. So I repeat again, for the left side of the fishing line you put a cone bead, for the right side you put another cone bead. Please watch the direction of the beads, how you are placing your, especially your cone beads. Now be sure that they are aligned, so you are placing it downwards. So you can see like that. So I've gotten to this height, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. So what you do next is, now you need to watch me to know how to turn. You put your cone shape as usual. Put your rice shape all in the same fishing line, and put your cone shape still in the same fishing line, and then you cross with the other side of the fishing line. So it falls at the other side. Just watch me. Yeah, just note how you place your cone shape. So can you see what I did? I placed everything on one side of fishing line and then I crossed. So the fishing line is now on one side instead of the middle. So what you do next is still following that shape. Now picking a rice shape bead first. Then I also pick a cone shape. So this time around I'm putting the cone shape a bit upward now because I'm kind of turning. So can you say that? Then you pick your rice shape and you cross with the rice shape. Yeah. So to do the next, the fishing line now close to where the bead is, you pass it inside the cone shape. Can you see that? Okay, I didn't know I was out of camera. Please pardon me. I don't know why it was a bit blurry. So yeah, you pass it inside the cone shape. Pull it out. And then you repeat the process for the other fishing line now, the one that wasn't passed. So you put your cone, now you put your cone and cross with rice. Do you get that? So that's how you're just going to repeat it all the way to the end. Or all the way to the end of this 5 design. You pass your fishing line again into the cone. Now we've gotten to the end. I'll show you how to do it at the end. So once you pass it inside the cone, you load all your bead now on the fishing line that you passed, not the other fishing line as you're doing. So I'm loading now my, what's it called now, rice bead and cone bead all on the other fishing line that I passed into the cone bead, and then I'll cross with the fishing line that I did not pass. Can you see? So it puts me on the other side now. Then I repeat the same process like I did earlier. Put the cone bead, the rice bead, pardon me, and then the cone, and then I'll cross with the rice. I hope as I'm saying the rice, you don't feel like eating rice. So so like that, again, I'll pass the fishing line into this cone right here, and I'll continue building it up. So now I've gotten all the way up. So this is the last. Yeah, that's a round nose instrument that I'm using. So you use it to pull your fishing line. Your hand, don't use your hand, don't hurt your hand, just pull it. So for the last one, and now since I'm not turning now, this is how I want my base to be. So I'm going to cross it normal. Can you see? So I put the fishing line in between. Please pardon me, I don't know why my camera was misbehaving. So I'm done with the base. So what you want to do now at this junction is pass the fishing line, yes, pass it inside those beads that you've matted. So as you're passing, you pull it firmly, or you use this round nose. This instrument I'm using is called round nose. Round nose. A nose that is round. Yeah, that's that. So you just pass your fishing line into the bead and pull it securely. So yes, I'm done. So what I'll do next is I'll cut another fishing line and just put it into any direction there. So I just put it here. And now what I'm doing next now is to start building the walls of my bag. Please try as much as possible not to make your fishing line excessively long, because it might just confuse you. So yeah, what I did now is, after passing into that rice bead, I added one cone at the side. Then I added another rice and another cone, and then I crossed with the cone because I wanted to fall at the side. Can you see? So one cone, one rice, one cone, cross with the cone, pass the fishing line into the rice bead below, and add the same thing again. So this one you're adding just one rice and one cone because you already have a cone beside, and then you cross with the cone. So can you see that? Next again, pass it into the stored fishing line, and then you add one rice, one cone. Can you see that? So now I'm going to add one rice bead and one cone. And then I'll cross with the cone bead. So next, I want to build this round. So next I'm going to pass the fishing line inside the cone. Next to it. Yeah, I was having difficulty passing it, so I just had to make use of Uranus to pull the fish line out. So if you are watching this video to this point, it tells me you like this video. So can you please put that into physical manifestation by hitting the like button? So that way it tells me you like the video, and I also get to do more, create this kind of content for you. Thank you, and also subscribe if you are yet to. So next I'm going to pick my cone first, because can you see there is a cone that's sleeping, and then look at the direction now. Put the cone first, then next with the rice, and then I'll cross with the rice. So can you see that? Next again, I'll pass the fishing line closest to the cone, pass it, and I'll put. So that's how I just did it. Pass it, and then I put one cone and cross with what's it called now, the rice. So now that I've gotten to the end, what you do now is you pass the fishing line into the cone down as usual, and then the last cone beside. Can you see? So pass it into the cone down and also the cone beside it, and this way you now cross with just one cone. Yeah, just like that. So that's how you just continue building up the walls of your bag. You can make it as tall as you want. So what I do next is I put one cone. Can you see? Sorry, one rice, then a cone, following the same direction, and I cross with a cone. I want to look at what's on the other side. Yeah, that's a cone. So I cross with a cone. So can you see that? So next step is to pass it into the, what's it called now, the cone bead. And then once I add the pass into the cone bead, what I'm going to put next now is the cone, the rice rather. Pass into the rice bead, put the rice, and then cross with the cone. Remember, make sure your beads are following the same direction as the previous bead. So that's how you just continue till you build up the walls of your back. And then when you want to close it, you close it the way we did previously. So guys, now I'm done, and I think I have many eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5? I think it's 5, but me, you can't use mine as your stick. You can stop at whatever portion you want to stop at. So now I want to make the handle of the bag. This is a bit technical. Please, I need you to follow me closely. So I'm working with this size 6 crystal. Sorry, size 6 pearl bead. So what I'm going to do first is 0.50 fishing line. Put 4 of this bead into a fishing line. 4, and then you cross with the 4th bead. Do you get that? Yeah, so can you see that's 4? And I'm picking the 4th one and I'm crossing with it. Now I'm going to pull this fishing line. Please make sure it's equal. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry with the blurriness, please. So after adding the 4 on one fishing line, now add 3. Add 3 of those beads on one fishing line, and you cross with the 3rd one. So you add 4 first, you cross with the 4th. You add another 3, you cross with the 3rd. So now after crossing with the 3rd, now the fishing line, the side where you did not add, this side, you're going to pass the fishing line into the bead there. Can you see that? Yes. Just pass fishing line into just one of the bead. Now the other side where you did not pass the fishing line, you put 2. On this side now where you didn't pass fishing line, you put 2 and you cross to the 2nd one. put 2 of this bead now, and you cross with the second. Can you see? So you continue again, this same fishing line, this same hand, pass another 2. I know this is a bit technical, but don't worry, you get it. Pass the fishing line again into one of the bead and put 2 at the other side of the fishing line. Put 2, cross to the second. Don't worry, you get it. I know you will. So please, yeah, okay, thank God now. So now pass the same hand you are passing, pass it into 2 of these now. And you see 2. You're passing the fishing line into 2. And you pick just 1 and cross with the 1. Just 1 bead now, cross with 1 bead. So it should give you this. So it's a process of 4 bead, 3 bead, 2, 2, 1. So continuing this now, you without passing now, on the same fishing line where you've been loading bead, you put 3 beads there, 3 now, and you will cross with the third one. Okay, can you see that? Next, you pick your fishing line that you did not load with bead, you pass it into the bead beside. You're not passing it into any of the 3 beads you have loaded. Oh. Then you add 2 on the fishing line you did not pass. 2 and cross to the second. Next again, you continue with the fishing line you didn't load bead, pass into another 1 bead aside. The other fishing line where you're loading, load 2 bead, cross to the second bead. So after that, you should have something like this. The fishing line you did not load, pass it into one of that bead and up, and the other one that looks a bit up, and you close it with 1 bead. So that's just how you're going to build it all up. So can you see? So you repeat the same process with 4, 3, 2, 2. Sorry, you put 3, 2, 2, 1. So now I've gotten all up. But guys, if you do not get this design, there's no rule that says you must use this kind of one. You can just use a 1 straight handle. So now I've gotten to the height I want. I just want to do the final one. Please, if you do not get this, let me know in the comment section. I might just do another video with a bigger bead explaining it more to you. Okay. So now that I'm done, what I did is I passed the fishing line on top around, and then I just gave it a good tie. So just pass the fishing line around the top 4 bead and connect it together and tight. And once you're done tying, you just cut. So now I'm going to bring up my bag, and then the excess fishing line I have cut, and then I'll just pass this ones. So you could pass it in such a way that it will connect and then just tie it. If you want to be sure that it won't come off, just pass it down. There's no rule to this one. Just pass it into those beads, pull it, and you could connect it and tie it. I mean, you could connect the 2 fishing lines and give it a tie. Once you're done connecting, you just cut. So now that I'm done, I want to start adding my handle. So what I did was, there are 3 at the middle, so I put the fish line inside the one in the middle. That's the second one. Then I added 1 rice bead at the left, 1 rice bead at the right hand of the fishing line, and I added another rice bead inside the 2 fishing line. Can you see that? So what I did next is, because the fishing line wasn't going to enter it directly, I just wanted to adjust it to be sure that the handle is long enough for what I want it to do. So I got a tailor's needle, this long one, and put your fishing line inside it. The 2, but you can just use one after the other. So now it's going to be easier for me to put the needle inside this handle I've just built, so I can just push it in with my hand nose. Out, I would cut it out. Next, I'll pick 2 cone bead, make it 2 now, inside the 2 fishing line. Then I'll pick another 2, separate it. 1 cone, 1 rice at the right, 1 rice at the left. So now I'm going to pass the fishing line into this third one, like pass it from the right side and from the left side. Can you see, like as though I'm crossing here? And I'll pull it up. So to make this fine, I'll just push the cone bead inside. So okay, so I'm done with that. And what the next thing I'll do is just to pass this fishing line down and cut it. So can you see that? So just pass the fishing line down and tie it and cut. So that's it, guys. Can you see my bag is beginning to take shape? Hey. So next I'm going to put in my drawstring purse. So if you like to see how this drawstring purse was made, the link to making it, or the link on how to make it, is going to be in the description box, so kindly check it out. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to spread it in properly, and then I'll just get a fishing line and a needle. Just thread it, and that needle to just pin it down. So what I'll do next is just pass the fishing line into the cloth, bring it out, and then just tie. So I'll just repeat that as some maybe key places, the side, underneath, and the other side, and just have it secured. So that's it, guys. Your purses or your beaded bag is ready. Now don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you are yet to, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That way YouTube know you like this kind of content, and I also get to do more for you. Now I realized that the edges were too long now, so it says just add more to it. So that's it there. Alright, so thank you for watching. See you in the next video. So that's it. Bye bye.